It's time to experience something glorious. Unacademy Combat. Compete, crack, conquer.
A challenging gate contest engineered to give you an experience like none other.
where you put your knowledge to test.
and battle it out with a test.
To bring out the best in you, Unacademy Combat is the most competitive, gamified contest for gate till date, with the best of the questions by best educators.
With detailed video solutions from top educators right after each contest.
Combat live with peers to get real-time rankings and win big.
Participate in every contest to improve your ratings.
Challenging contests every fortnight or alternate Sunday. Live ranking after every question. Big rewards for top rankers. Your passion to crack gate deserves this. Your hard work towards your dream deserves this. Fuel your inner fire for the ultimate gate challenge. Unacademy Combat. Register now.
Hi, good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to Unacademy. Yes, as a part of our continuation regarding quadratic equations, right? So we will be continuing with our question series. Yes. Now, before start of the class, let me introduce myself. This is NLN Sharma, and these are my scores in different examinations, and these are my credentials. Now, when you use my code NLN10, you'll get 10% discount. Apart from the 10% discount, you'll get guidance of all these subjects from me. Now, why me? I am ranked 33 in overall category of GATE and DSC and rank 1 in math and chemistry category. I have dealt more than 50,000 plus students till date for CAT, UPSC and GATE and DSC. Is it only me when you use my code? No, you'll get my entire group guidance right from Bhima sir, Vishal sir, right, Negi sir, at last finally to me. Now, many students were asking me the difference between plus and iconic and what are the advantages when you choose iconic over plus. Now, one such main advantage most of the students know, in iconic you will be getting a personal coach exclusively. Now, how this coach will be helpful? One, he will be giving you a study planner, and each and every topic you will be getting the best instant study material. And the most important thing is where most of the students get struck up and confused is applicative part. This is where your coach will be helpful. Each and every test will be analyzed so that your mistakes are identified and rectified so that your score will be boosted. One more advantage, you can speak to your favorite educator one-to-one by booking a Zoom session so that you can have very good interaction with him. You can speak with about your preparation, highs and lows, what are the difficulties that you are facing. In Iconic, you will be getting access to complete Ravindra Babu Rahula sir's Raudra coding classes. One more advantage. Whatever you get in plus, you will get in Iconic, that everybody knows. Now, what do you get in plus? In plus, the classes will be on live pattern, which will be in English and Hindi. And you can choose your own courses and batches according to your needs, right? Comprehensive course, crash course, rank improvement batch, right? Doubt solving sessions, weekly test, quizzes, all these things are available. How much you have to invest? If you are choosing plus and if you are opting for 24 month subscription, it will be costing you on an average of 58 rupees per day. The lowest, where you get India's the best educators to teach for you. Now, when you use my code NLN10, you will get 10% discount. After 10% discount, the price will be 42,480. And for 12 months, it will be 29,205 after discount when you use my code NLN10 for 12 months, and this is for 18 months. Coming to Iconic, it will be 45,225 after discount when you use my code NLN10 for 12 months, and this is for 18 and 24 months. Now, these are the batches which are going to start from 6th October. So do try to join these batches, which will be helpful for your preparation. Right? Chalo, let's start our discussion. These are the basics which I have dealt in the previous class. So I'll go to the question. The questions what I have to deal with. This is the question that we have stopped in the previous class. Okay. Now observe this question carefully. Now, Kamalesh, now this might be quadratic equation, might not be quadratic equation. Identifying this is also a task in this topic. Okay, Kamlesh goes to a shop with rupees 100 to buy ice creams and milkshakes. Let us suppose take he bought number of ice creams as I, C, number of milkshakes as M. Each ice cream cost per unit, I'll write down like the cost per unit is nothing but 12. And milkshake cost is nothing but equal to 9. Yes, so can I frame an equation there? 12C plus 9M is nothing but equal to how much? This is what you have to frame there. If Kamlesh gets back rupees 7 back as a change, so he gave 100 rupees to the shop owner, he got 7 rupees back, means how much did he spend there? 93 rupees on milkshakes and ice creams. Am I right or wrong? How many different combinations of ice creams and milkshake could he have bought is the point given there. Let's come with the highest value here. 12 8s are 96 is not possible. Let us suppose take 12 7s are 84. And the remaining part has to be divisible by 9. That also you have to check there. So if I take down 12 8s are, see 12 8s are 96, it will not work out. If I take 12 7s are 84, how much will be left over? 9 will be 93 minus 84 will be 9. Yes, 9 is divisible by 9m. So my m value will be equal to how much? 1. You can start with m also. That's your wish, right? That's your wish. That's not my wish. Or otherwise, let us start with m now. If I take m is equal to 2, 9 2s are 18. Remaining thing has to be divided by 12. 93 minus 18 will be how much? First of all, check there. 93 minus 80. 93 minus 10. 83. 20. 73. 75. 75 is not divisible by 12. So let's come to 3. 9 3s are 27. Right? Am I right or wrong? Can I take down like this? So let us take down with the easiest values only here. If I take down C is equal to 6, 72. 93 minus 72, 82, 92, 21. Is 21 divisible by 9? No. Remove 6. Write down 5. If C is equal to 5. 12 5s are 60. 60 minus 5 is nothing but how much here? 33. 33 is not divisible by 9. Take down 4. 48. 58, 68, 78, 88. How much is this? 45. Yes, 45 is divisible by 9. So if C is equal to 4, M is equal to 5. Am I right or wrong? Perfectly done. So see here, what is the gap that happened there? 7 minus 4. Now this is 3 ma, sorry. This is 3. I'm really sorry. 7 minus 3 and this is plus 4. Now again I can take C minus 3 is equal to 1 for sure, that will work out. C is equal to 12 3s are 36 will not work out, 24 will not work out, 12 93 minus 12 is how much? 83, 81. Yes, m is equal to 9. Now, how many combinations are available? C cannot be 0. If C is 0, it is not divisible by 9. 93 is not divisible by 9. So these are the valid combinations. That's your answer. Fatafat. Now, next, what is second part? What is the minimum amount Kamlesh could get back as change? Right, Kamlesh could get back as change, it seems. So, I will take down an equation. This is the equation 12c plus 9m. So see here, I must take a common factor from all the entire equation. 100. I can take 3 from this, 3 from this. I have to take 3 from this. If I write down 100, I cannot take 3 from this. If I take 99, yes, I can take down 3 as a common factor, right? Am I right or wrong? 3 into 4c plus 3m is equal to 33. Now देखो यार, yes, now this will be the valid combination. So how much change you got? Minimum change, is it 1 rupee? Yes, it is 1 rupee. That's your answer there. Perfectly got this right. Done. Very good. Let's come to the next one. Now, as I have solved Raman and Ranjan question in the previous class, I am expecting you guys to solve this question here. I will be giving you 2 minutes for this. Try this. Any answers? The sides of a right angle triangle are such that the sum of the lengths of the longest and that of the shortest side is twice the length of the remaining side, it seems. Okay. Find the longest side of the triangle if the longer of the sides containing right angle is 9 centimeter more than. So, hope so this is a tongue twister, right? Chalo, let's draw it very perfectly, then we can understand this. It is a right angle triangle, it seems here. Okay, fine. Let us suppose take this side as A, this side as B, and this side as hypotenuse as C. Let us take A as smaller side. Okay. Even though the diagram doesn't look like that, let's suppose consider right. The sides of a right angle triangle are such that the sum of the lengths of the longest and that of shortest side is, means A plus C, longest plus shortest side is twice that of the remaining side is nothing but equal to 2B. I'll write down like this. Find the longest side of the triangle. You are asked to find out C value if the longer of the sides containing right angle, this is the longer of the sides containing right angle, B is, so I'll write down little bit up, right, so that I can have enough space. B is 9 centimeters more than half of the hypotenuse, right? Done. Now you are asked to find out CR. How shall we start? First of all, by Pythagoras theorem, I will write down this one. C square is equal to This is what mostly I can help you to do, right? A square plus b square. Let's find out any one value very easily here, then we'll come back here. What shall I do? I'll do one thing. See here. In a plus c is equal to 2b na. In the place of 2b, I will write down 9 plus c by 2, so that c will get cancelled, or I will get a value at least. Let's see if this happens there. Now see here, this becomes a plus c is equal to 2 into 9, 18 plus c plus 2c plus c. Now my c gets cancelled. I got my a value here. One thing, a is equal to 18. Aha, happy. Okay, a is equal to 18. Let's come to the next problems, right? So what shall I do? What shall I do? I'll find out this one like this. C square is equal to, I will write down in the place of a, I'll convert this equation as like this. A is equal to 2b minus c. To find out my b and c values very easily, right? So if I write down like this will be 2b minus c whole square, so that I will get an equation combining the following, combine the things of b and c, or either one, plus b square. So let us write down this. C square is equal to 4b square plus c square minus 4bc right? So c square gets cancelled. So can I write down this as 4bc is equal to 5b square? So my 5b is equal to 4c. 5. So I got an equation which will be satisfying this. By this, can I find out my b or c value? In the place of b, can I write down this as 4c by b? Yes, I'll write down here. Okay, so I'll write down in the next slide. As I know, oh sorry, I didn't get the place also, na. So what I'll do, I'll do one thing. 1 second here. I'll do 1 second. So I'll write down here. So in the place of b, can I write down 4c by 5? Is equal to 9 plus c by 2. So what will be my b value there? Can anybody say? Vice versa, ma, you can frame in this equation also. That's not a big deal. So I'll write down like this. 4c is equal to what shall I write down? I can write down like this 2. I'll write down like this. I'll write down final equation. Let me conclude that whether I'm right or wrong. 8c is equal to 9 5s are 45, 45 2s are 90 plus 5c. Is it okay for you? So this will become 3c is equal to 90. My c value will be how much? Is it 30? And why to confuse myself to find out b? And you can find out b also. It will be Pythagorean triplet only. If this is 30, now what will be my b value? B value will be 24, as they are in the pattern of 3:4:5. 6 3s are 6 4s are 6 5s are Pythagorean triplet. Exactly. I hope so you got my point there. Chalo. Let's solve the next question. This is before this question, ma, let me explain you one more part. Just give me 1 second. I will take down the slide here. One second. Where is that slide? 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yes. Yes, this is the question na. Next one. 1 second. Kamalesh question. Why the slides are moving very slowly? So I missed out one part to explain you very perfectly. I mean that I want to explain here only. Now you everybody know. Can anybody say you know a plus b whole cube formulas, a minus b whole cube formulas? Now can anybody say a cube plus b cube formula? So I'll write down in a normal fashion, right? General equation a to the power of n plus b to the power of n is nothing but equal to a plus b into a to the power of n minus 1 into b to the power of 0 minus a to the power of n minus 2 into b to the power of 1 plus so on. You can write down up to here. At last finally it might be plus or minus. I'll write down like this: a to the power of 0 into b to the power of n minus 1. Right? Now see here, everybody know. Can I write down my a cube plus b cube formula here? A plus b a square minus a into b plus b square. Everybody know this formula, and you can frame any formula with this general formula, and this n will work out only for odd numbers. N will work out only for odd numbers. Now let's write down for remaining things: a to the power of n minus b to the power of n. Yes, perfectly. So can I write down this as a minus b into a to the power of n minus 1 into b to the power of 0 plus, now here only plus ma, right? A to the power of n minus 2 into b to the power of 1, so on, plus at last finally a to the power of 0 into b to the power of n minus 1. So this n will work out for all the numbers. Now don't get confused. So you will be prone to make mistakes. Let us suppose take this is an example. This is the question asked. Will a to the power of 10 plus b to the power of 10 will have solutions? This will be the question. Will a to the power of 10 plus b to the power of 10 have solutions? This is the question asked. This will be the question asked. So most of the people blindly follow the formula and they say that n works out only for odd numbers. So automatically a to the power of 10 plus b to the power of 10 will not have solutions. No. So if you can convert the given question like this, I can write down this as a to the power of 2 whole to the power of 5 plus b to the power of 2 whole to the power of 5. Right? Done. So see, now you can frame this equation there. I have made my power odd. So before concluding to the answer, right, please just focus whether you can change it or not. This is what I say for you, right? So chalo, let's solve the question there. Now this is one of the famous question which was asked in many examinations. So I'll make you to solve this question there. Which of the following range best describes the value of m, it seems? Now if you closely observe there, numerator is in the format of a to the power of n minus b to the power of n. So what will be the formula? Just now I have discussed with you. I will write down a to the power of n into b to minus b to the power of n is nothing but 99 minus 98. A minus b into a to the power of n minus 1 means 99 to the power of 98. Now b to the power of n minus 1 is nothing but 98 to the power of 98. So on remaining values, as I take so time, I'll write down this as kr, remaining expression, divided by, what is the leftover thing ma, divided by 99 to the power of 98 plus 98 to the power of 98. Can I take down like this? Now closely observe there. Can I write down this equation as like this? 1 plus k by 1 plus k by 99 to the power of 98 plus 98 to the power of 98. Am I right or wrong? Which is nothing but equal to m. Will you accept with me? Perfectly done. And observe there, Your m will be damn surely greater than 1. Is there any option which is greater than 1? There is only one option here, and your fourth option. See here, I just used this formula. I just used this formula and then I have solved this question there. Did you got the logic there? Yes. So will you do more number of questions in this pattern? So come to the next question. Let's see how many can solve this. Right. Now I will solve this question, and the next question you have to solve it, right? Find the number of, I will explain you the procedure and also I'll explain you the technique, right? Find the number of positive integer solutions. Positive integers means it must not be 0, it must not be negative. So this is the equation there, yeah. As we are solving quadratic equations, so our mindset will be on this topic only, right? So I'll write down like this. Can I write down the same equation like this? 4y plus 10x is equal to xy. Will you accept with me? Please let me know. Yes, perfectly done. Now for my convenience, what I will do is I will consider if x is equal to y, then I will change it. If x is equal to y, then what will be the equation change? So 4x plus 10x will be 14x. 14x is equal to x square. Now you closely observe there, it is little bit in the format of quadratic equation. I will make it as quadratic equation. How? If I add, now see 14x will look like as product sum of roots, x square will be ax square, you have ax square, you have bx. If you have c, you can frame the equation. So what I will do is I'll do this thing. I will add product of roots on the both sides so that it get cancelled off. I can get the question there. So what I will do, how to add product of equations here? So how 14? It can be 7 2s are 14. I mean 7 2s are 14. But if you add 7 plus 2, 9. So let's do one thing. I will multiply these two things so that I will get product of roots. Okay, I'll add. So what I am doing, I am adding 40 on left hand side and 40 on right hand side. So can I write down the equation there? X square plus 40 minus 14x minus 14x plus 40 is equal to 40. Now see here, my LHS is in the format of quadratic equation only. Now find out the roots for this. Everybody know 10 4s are 40, minus 10 minus 4 will be 14 only. So my roots for this quadratic equation will be x minus 4 into x minus 10. Am I right or wrong? So let's come back. I will again substitute back. So right, given with the higher value, wherever there is higher numerical value, substitute y there. Y. Now closely observe there, my equation turned down like this. X minus 4, I'll write down like this. My equation turned down like this. X minus 4 into y minus 10. Now add all those things. X into y will be xy. Minus x into minus 10 will be minus 10x. Minus 4 into minus 4y. Right, plus 40. Now you closely observe there, in the place of y, so if so is equal to 40. Now are you getting the same question, same equation what you have written the first thing? Yes. Now in this way, now you got these values now. So substitute 1 you will get 1 solution. Here it will take so time here. There is no need to do all those things. I gave you one thing in number system, right? Take down this 40 there. Write down this 40 into prime factors, which will be 8 5s are. 8 5s are means 2 cube into 5. 8 5s are 40 na? 2 cube into 5. Am I right or wrong? Now what will be the number of factors for this? Everybody know number of factors, how to find out? We have solved this in number system now. You must get back this. p plus 1 into q plus 1, where p and q are powers of the given prime factors, which is nothing but 3 plus 1 into 1 plus 1. So your answer will be 8. Am I right or wrong? Your answer will be 8. That's it. Even though if you do the same thing, you'll get the things right. Substitute 1 x, right? Substitute one value x there. Your answer has to be, remaining part has to be remaining part has to be divisible by 40. Am I right or wrong? This is what you have to prove here. One thing, sir, you have done this question in 30 seconds. Why did you made us to solve all these things? So this will be helpful in coming calculations. Don't worry about that. Let's come to the next one. Now, so try this in the shortcut format. I'll give you 2 minutes for this. I think 1 minute is also more than enough. Same question, just I have changed the numbers there. Done. That's an easy one. See here, I can write down the same question equation in this format. So see here, can I write down this as 12 by x plus 18 by y is equal to 1. So I converted this equation in this format. So just make it is 12 into 18. Find out the prime factors for this. 12 into 18 can be written as 4 into 3. 2 square into 3. 18 can be written as 3 square into 2. So finally, can I write down like this 2 cube into 3 cube? Yes. So just find out the number of factors for this. That will be your answer there. Don't worry about the things there. So process, sir, where shall we use process? Where shall we use our technique? So this technique is enough here. Process I will explain you in the next question, right? So this will be 3 plus 1 into 3 plus 1. So what will be your answer there? Is it 16? And directly you can put your answer as 16 there. Let us come to one more question in the same format. Then I can explain you in the same. So see here. Here you have to use the process only here. How many pairs of positive integers satisfy this equation where n is an odd integer? N must be odd number and it must be less than 60. Now here you have to find out your x and y values here. Without that we cannot solve it. I hope so you got my point there. Yes. So first of all, let's write down the equation there. So this equation can be written as 12 by m plus 48 by n is equal to 1. So can I write down this as 12n plus 48m is equal to mn? For our time convenience, I will be considering it as if m is equal to n. Can I write down this equation as 60m? If I consider n is equal to m, 48 plus 12, 60m is equal to m square. So as diletantly, right, on your nearest, remotest mind, you might think that this can be framed as quadratic equation. So how to frame this? Multiply these two things, you will get product of roots and add on LHS and RHS. 48 into 2. Right, 12 into 48 is equal to 576. So I will add 576 on the left hand side and right hand side, right? 576 is equal to m square plus 576. Now, can I write down like this? M square minus 60m plus 576 is equal to 576. So see here, I can frame this quadratic equation very easily. Right, I know the roots also, right? Can I write down like this? M minus 12 into n minus, I'm following the same procedure, I'm not changing my procedure at all, is equal to 576. Yes, perfectly. And in the place of, as I said, where there is highest value already, so m, so this is m na, sorry, in the place of m, substitute n here with largest value. So this equation will be converted like this: m minus 12 into n minus 48 is equal to 576. Now you closely observe there, n is an odd integer, n must be less than 60. What is the best n? If it is 48, 0. So next number, n first best number is 49. Will it work out? 49 minus 48 will be 1. 576 by 1 will be divisible. So remaining part is also happy. So if n is equal to 51, next number, will it be possible? 51 minus 48 is 3. 576 by 3, is it divisible? 6 plus 5, 11. Yes, 51 is also satisfying there. Will 53 satisfy? Please let me know. N is equal to 53. 53 minus 48 is 5. 576 is not divisible by 5. So this will not work out. 53 will not work out. I will cross off this 53 here. 55 minus 48 is 7. Is it 7 divisible? 576. 7 7s are 49. 86, right? 7 7s are 49. So 7 8s are 56 here. 160, no, 57 is also not possible. Now did you got the value there? How you are getting your positive values? Perfectly done. 53, you didn't check 55 here. Sorry, you didn't check 55 only, we checked it. We got 7, but 55 is not possible. Sorry, 55 is not possible. 7 8s are 56, 16, no. So sorry, 55, again I have done same thing here. 55 is not possible. Come to next one, will 57 be possible? 9 divided by 9, 9 5s are 9, 9 6 are 54, yes, 57 is possible. Now let's come to 59, 59 is possible. 59 minus 48 is how much, 11, 11 5s are 55, no, 59 is not possible. And automatically it has to be less than 60. These three are not possible. If you are asked to find out not possible, you will be getting 3 as answer. Possible matlab 3 as answer. 51, 53 is not possible, 55 is not possible, 57, 59, 53. Done. I hope so I am clear regarding this. Perfectly right. So this is where how to solve the questions there. Yes, perfectly done. Let's come back to the next one. Right, now I expect you to solve this question. I will be giving you 2 minutes. Try this. Any answers for this? Did we miss out? Two equations have a common root which is positive. 1 second, ma. 1 second, give me 1 second. The product of the sum of the roots of the two equations is 40. Okay. Did we missed out any question there? 1 second, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll make this question right. Give me 1 second. I just missed out this question somewhere. Yeah, where did I? So let's do this, right? Don't worry. Two equations have a common root. Two equations have a common root which is positive. The other roots of the equation satisfy x square minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0. The product of the sums of roots of the two equations is nothing but 40, it seems. Find the common root is the question asked. Did we miss out anything there? 1 second, give me 1 second, please. Where did I miss this question? I wrote this question for you to explain in the simplest way. Yeah, that's why I'm finding out the solution there. Is that way? No, this is not the one. This is not the one. This is not the one. Yes, yeah. Two equations have a common root which is positive. Okay, the other roots of the equation satisfy. First of all, let's find out this equation roots here. Now x square minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0 means 18 is nothing but 6 3s are. Okay, fine. Can I write down this equation as x square minus 6x minus 3x plus 18 is equal to 0. So finally my roots will be what? X minus 6 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. X is equal to 6, x is equal to 3, right? Now these two equations, the other equation and this equation, have a common root. Let us suppose take this common root. What happened there? The product of sum of the roots of the two equations. Now see here, what the other roots, right? Other roots satisfy this equation, it seems. So can I write down like this? The common root plus the other root. This will be the thing there. Am I right or wrong? The other roots. Is it nothing but 3 plus a? Which is nothing but equal to how much? Is it 40? Let's find out that a value there. Find the common root is the question asked. 6 3s are 18. 6a plus 3a plus a square is equal to 40. At last, finally, the equation will become a square plus 9a minus 22 is equal to 0. So finally, what will be the value there? A minus 2 into a plus 11 is equal to 0. Please let me know, yes or no. Perfectly right. So can I write down the C here? My A value must be greater than 0. So 11 cannot be my answer. So my answer will be A is equal to 2. Perfectly right. As simple as such that. I hope so I am clear. Done. Let's come to the next one. Now, if alpha and beta are the roots, okay, of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where c cube plus abc plus a cube is equal to 0, which of the following is true, it seems. Done. So I'll solve this here. First of all, can I take down this equation like this? First of all, let me know that point there. So can I write down like this, c cube by a cube plus abc. So abc by a, can I write down like this, minus c by a minus b by a. So at last finally this becomes abc only here. Am I right or wrong? So I'm converting this equation, right, as my, to amplify my options perfectly. Plus 1 is equal to 0. Now everybody knows c by a is nothing but equal to product of roots, and alpha or beta are the roots of this equation. So alpha into beta will be c by a alpha into beta. So minus b by a will be equal to how much? Alpha plus beta. Will you accept with me? Yes. Can I write down the same formats here? In the place of, can I write down c by a, alpha into beta whole cube plus minus c by a is nothing but minus alpha beta, minus b by a are nothing but sum of roots will be alpha plus beta, plus 1 is equal to 0. So what I will do is, I will divide the entire equation by alpha beta. Then what happens? The equation will become, my main aim is to make sure that, to frame my question answer options only, minus alpha plus beta plus 1 by alpha beta is equal to 0. Now how can you frame this equation? Now you closely observe there. Can I write down this equation like this? So as the answer options are in this format, can I write down alpha square minus 1 by beta into beta square minus 1 by alpha is equal to 0. Now alpha square is nothing but equal to 1 by beta. Am I right or wrong? Or beta square is nothing but equal to 1 by alpha. You can multiply this. At last finally you'll get this answer only. That's not a big deal. Beta is LCM na, alpha square beta minus 1 into beta square alpha minus 1 by alpha. Exactly, LCM will be alpha beta. All the things are perfectly done. Alpha into beta. Yes or no? You'll get the same answer. Don't worry. And is there any such option there? Alpha square into beta is equal to 1, and your A option will satisfy. Perfectly true. Yes. So as I have solved this question, so I am expecting you to solve this question here, as I have done sequence and series topic for you. So I will solve this. Geometric progression, you solve it. Okay, done. Will you accept with me? The condition that roots of the equation px square plus 3qx square plus 3rx will follow geometric progression, it seems. Sorry, arithmetic progression. Okay, fine. So this is the equation given there, ma. So first of all, what is your normal cubical equation? This is a cubical equation. Your normal cubical equation will be in this format: x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha into beta plus alpha into beta into x minus alpha into beta is equal to 0. Right? Done. So can I write down the same equation like this? See here, I'll write down this equation x cube minus of minus 3q by p. At last, finally, it will become your question option only here. So I'm writing down in this format into x square plus 3r by p into x, right, minus of minus s by p. At last, finally, your question format must come, right? So I'm writing down in your question format. So your question can be written like this within general equation format is equal to 0. Now you closely observe there, this is your product of roots. Am I right or wrong? This is your product of roots. Now the point here given in the question is, so this is a cubical equation, this will be a sum of roots. Normally your cubical equation will be having 3 roots and these 3 roots are in arithmetic progression it seems. Can I write down those 3 roots as a class? Finally, if you can able to find out one root, substitute that one root in the given question equation, you will get the answer. So my main aim is to write down in the format of finding out only one root. So I'll write down like this: alpha minus beta is my one root, alpha is my second root, alpha plus beta is my third root, so that my 3 roots are in arithmetic progression as given in the question. If I add this alpha minus beta plus alpha plus beta is nothing but equal to how much here? Alpha plus beta is equal to, is it minus 3q by p? Am I right or wrong? Is this the sum there? Yes. So at last finally my minus beta plus beta will get cancelled. It will be 3 alpha left over. So my alpha will be equal to minus q by p. अब देखो बेटा, in the question equation I will substitute, I got one root value, I will substitute the same thing in my question. So देखो p into, this is my question, I will write down in reading, this is my question there, p into minus q by p whole cube, right, plus 3q into minus q by p into whole square. Am I right or wrong? Plus, so this will be again positive finally I'll write down the final equation, 3r into minus q by p plus s is equal to 0. Now you closely observe there, I'll write down one point there. So 1p and 1p gets cancelled off here. At last finally what will be the thing left over? Minus q cube by p square. So what I will do is I will take p square as common, I mean as LCM. So what will the thing happen there? At last finally observe there, minus q cube. Now you closely observe there, minus into minus will become plus q square by p square. So at last finally this will become 3q cube, right? Am I right or wrong? Because p square is your LCM na, so it will be in normal fashion only, plus it will be minus 3, p square is the LCM na, so p will be multiplied to the numerator, minus 3 pqr plus sp square. Did you got the logic there here? At last finally what will be the answer there? 3q cube minus 3 minus q cube will be 2q cube minus 3 pqr plus p square s is equal to 0, right? Now, is there any option there? 2q cube minus 3pqr plus p square s. Done. So merely if you can frame out to form one equation, then automatically you can solve entire things fatafat. So let's come to the next one. So let's see whether you can solve this or not, or shall I give this as an homework for you, right? So what is the question asked there? Eight x4 minus 10x cube plus minus 15x square plus 5x. Yes. So we'll see this question a little bit later, ma. So we will solve this question. Find the roots of the equation x to the power of 4 minus. So see here, this is not even cubical equation. This is a higher order equation, right? X to the power of 4 minus 4x cube. Now you closely observe there. How many roots will be there for this equation? Alpha, beta, gamma, theta. 4 roots will be there. Given that the product of two of the roots is 3, it seems. So let us suppose take already, see here, what is this 36 here? So plus minus, again it has to minus plus minus plus, at last finally one second, plus minus plus minus plus. Okay, this 36 is nothing but product of your roots. Am I right or wrong? So can I write down this as alpha into beta into gamma into theta is nothing but 36? And somebody said that, I mean, in the given question only it is given that, sorry, two of the roots, let us suppose take alpha into beta is nothing but equal to 3. Your wish, I took like this, that's not a big deal. Now what will be your gamma into theta, whatever might be, right? Is it 12? Because if you multiply these two, you have to get 36. I got two things perfectly. So as I got 4 roots, what I will do is, I will make down 2 quadratic equations. When I club those 2 quadratic equations, it will become 4th order equation. I mean, there is a theorem also, Hornell theorem, right? If you substitute these values, automatically you might get your answer. That's a normal way. I mean, that's a technique way. I will be explaining the procedure here. Right. So let's come to the question there. So as I will break them into 2 quadratic equations, and these 2 quadratic equations is x square minus alpha plus beta into x. This is one equation, plus alpha into beta. Okay. Now if I multiply 2 quadratic equations, I will get the 4th order equation, x square. Now the second part roots is gamma plus theta. Is it okay for you? Into x plus gamma into theta. Already you know these values now, is equal to 0. So for my convenience, as I'll add this, so I'll take down this as b. I'll take down this as a. Okay. So I'll multiply these things one by one. Now please let me know. X square into x square will be x to the power of 4. X square into this will be how much here? Minus bx cube. Now this will be gamma theta, right? So gamma theta value is already 12. So can I write down this as 12x square? Yes. Now let's come to this. Minus a into x is x square will be minus ax cube. Minus ax into this will be, minus into minus will be plus. So ab x square. Now next one into 12 will be minus 12ax. Next one, minus alpha into beta is nothing but given as 3. I'll write down here so that you will not confuse 3, and this will be 12. So 3 into x square will be 3x square. 3 into minus bx will be minus 3bx plus 36. So I'll frame into one equation here perfectly, is equal to 0. One equation. So x to the power, all the b's, all the x cubes, only one x to the power of 4 is there. X cubes, how many are there? B, a, is there any other way? No. So can I write down this as minus into a plus b into x cube. Yes. How many squares are there? 1, 2. So 3 plus 12, is it 15? All plus only. All plus only. 15 plus AB. 15 plus AB into x square. Now x cube is over, x square is over 12. So can I take down minus as common? So this will be 12a. Is there any x? Minus 12a plus 3b into x plus 36 is equal to 0. Perfectly done. Now you closely observe there. Minus a plus b. Minus a plus b is equal to 4 minus 4. Right. Now closely observe that this one minus 12a minus 3b is nothing but in the place of x. So how much is there? 24 is there. I can take down this as 24 and I can write down this as 4a plus 3 minus b is equal to minus 8. Can I write down like this? Is there any problem there? No, yeah, no issues. So what is my a value there? So I can take down minus as here. 4a plus b will be there. So this will be minus 8. Okay, fine. A plus b is, so at last finally if I calculate, if you substitute all these things, what will be your a value? A value will be minus 4 and b value will be 8. Am I right or wrong? You can calculate there. Minus 4 into minus 4 will be minus 16. Minus 16 plus 8 will be minus 8. Yes, perfectly done. And dekho, your a is nothing but alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta. Your b is nothing but gamma plus theta. This is what you took down there. So automatically, can I write down the, I'll substitute the same thing in the given equation. X square minus into minus will be plus 4x plus 3. And what is the next equation there, ma? Into x square is 8x plus 12 is equal to 0. Now what are the roots for this? Multiply 3. So 3 plus 1. So x plus 1 into x plus 3. Now this one is how much more? 12. 4 3s are 12. Now yeah, 6 2s are 12. So x minus 6 into x minus 2. So what are the roots there? Minus 3, minus 1, 6, 2. Now are these the roots there? Yes, these are the roots. Now is there any such option there? Yes, there will be such option, right? So you have to know the procedure. Now of course your examination question we might not be this much level of question, right? So minus 3, minus 1, 2 comma 6, D option. Done. I hope so you have understood there. So chalo, we will solve number of questions in the next session. So I hope so you are clear up to now. Yes. So my request is, as I deal with CAT, UPSC and GATE and ESC category, if you wish me as your guide, yes, you can use my code NLN10 for plus subscription. You can use my code NLN10 for iconic subscription. Yes, you can unlock combats using my code. Yes, you can unlock free classes using my code. And the price for plus for 12 months will be 29,205, and for 18 months it will be 37,170, and this is for 24 months 48,480 after discount. And for iconic it will be 45,225 for 12 months after discount when you use my code NLN10, and this is for 18 and 24 months. So do try to join this Telegram group for getting updates so that you can be with your friends and what is happening there, all the updates regarding the classes on Unacademy. Yes, please do try to hit the like button, share it and subscribe to the channel. Let's meet sharp tomorrow 2 p.m. All the best. Bye.
It's time to experience something glorious. Unacademy Combat. Compete, crack, conquer.
A challenging gate contest engineered to give you an experience like none other.
where you put your knowledge to test.
and battle it out with a test.
To bring out the best in you, Unacademy Combat is the most competitive, gamified contest for gate till date, with the best of the questions by best educators.
With detailed video solutions from top educators right after each contest.
Combat live with peers to get real-time rankings and win big.
Participate in every contest to improve your ratings.
Challenging contests every fortnight or alternate Sunday. Live ranking after every question. Big rewards for top rankers. Your passion to crack gate deserves this. Your hard work towards your dream deserves this. Fuel your inner fire for the ultimate gate challenge. Unacademy Combat. Register now.